Okay, so the next thing that we're going to look at is a warm-up and cool-down. Now you might be wondering why are we doing a separate thing on this one? Well, actually, it's been said that OCR will be asking a question on warming up and cooling down every single year. So we'll see the truth of the word and we're going to look into it in more detail. So, warming up then, 5-part warm-up. They go on about that a lot in the GCSE, 5-part warm-up. First of all, pulse raiser. So it could be a light jog around your pitch. That's to get the heart rate slowly, so it's not a sprint, but slowly increase your heart rate. The next thing, stage 2, after maybe doing a light jog around the pitch, is mobility. Exercises that take the joints through the full range of motion. So we're not looking at muscles here, we're looking at mobilising your joints. So we've gone pulse raiser, mobilise your joints, so things like your shoulder joints, elbow joints, knee joints, hip joints, anything like that. Good ones, arm swings. Again, that's going to work, that shoulder joint, get all that fluid moving in there. Arm circles over the gate for the footballers. We've seen that done a lot, where you come out and back over the gate as well, okay? Again, it's working them joints, not muscles at this stage. Third part, stretching. Now, that is muscles. So practical examples is it's dynamic stretches. It means stretching with movement, that's all. Static means without movement. Dynamic stretches, the with movement in. Things like lunges, squats, calf raises, all things like that, they're going to be dynamic stretches. So you could even get a partner where you're doing your leg swings, okay? That one's going to be dynamically stretching my hamstring. It could be groin swings, going to be stretching your groin, anything like that to work the muscles now, not just the joints. Stage 4, dynamic movements. Don't confuse this with dynamic stretches. Dynamic movements just means things where you're moving, okay? Could be going through agility ladders, could be doing shuttle runs, really common one, that one, okay? You've warmed them muscles up now you've increased the speed. That's how it differs from the pulse raiser. There's a bit more speed to dynamic movement, okay? But if someone said to you, give an example of dynamic movement, sprints or shuttle runs, I'd probably say, okay? And finally, stage 5 of this 5-part warm-up, skill rehearsal. Now, a lot of people miss this out, but it's one of the common things that we do. Footballers in our group, you guys, you'll know some part in a warm-up, you get a ball out, you're passing it, okay? Goalkeepers go off and do their own skill rehearsal with a goalkeeping coach. It's a massive thing. Even weightlifters, when you're weightlifting, you will get a bar with less weight on, and you will do skill rehearsal with that bar, be it for a clean and jerk or whatever, okay? So skill rehearsal, practicing common movements or skills used in your game or activity. So loads of examples. Last bit, cool down. Don't think we're going to ask much on a cool down, there's only 2 parts to it, but we're still going to look at it anyway. So first bit, it's a bit of a reverse now. We look at a low intensity exercise. So it's not a sprint or anything like that. It's a light jog, maybe a run around the pitch. A lot of teams do this, who's waving to the fans at the end of a game. That's what they do for the start of the cool down. Literally something lower tempo, okay? And then the second part to the cool down, the last part, is a stretch. But these are static stretches. And that means no movement, you're holding the stretch, okay? So dynamic, you saw me before, doing the leg swings. This one, you'd be down to the floor, holding a position. Bring your arm across your body, holding a position. It might be 20, 30 seconds. Why do we do it then? Well, the benefits of a warm-up, okay? We'll look at that first. Benefits are, prepares the body for exercise and decreases the risk of injury. Speeds up the oxygen delivery to muscles. So you've already got the oxygen going around when you start your exercise. As well, it can increase the flexibility of muscles, ligaments and tendons because of all them different stages. The cool down, the 2-part cool down, benefits of this one, helps flush oxygen through the muscle and removes lactic acid. So there's less soreness today after. You've seen them people, my legs are killing me today, I've trained hard last night. Maybe didn't do a cool down. Okay, it would have had a less feeling on that. I would say imagine a wet sponge, after if you've had a bath or something like that, if you just took it out of the bath water and put it on the side, that sponge would stay like soaking wet through. Imagine that as lactic acid. Take that sponge out of the bath water, if you squeeze it, like doing a static stretch, squeeze it in all areas, put it on the side, be dry the day after, okay? That water was the lactic acid, imagine it as that, the stretching is getting rid of that lactic acid out to them muscles. Might help you that.